Welcome back. Mind is Matter. This is Makaiza Keesee coming to you with a very simple question. And that's what we do here. We ask ourselves questions. We find out what's really going on. We get down to the nitty gritty. So what are you all about? What are your values? What are your visions? What are your goals? Choices. What are you all about with your appearance? What are you all about? Because the truth is, whatever you're all about is all about you. It's about you too. You see, when we come to this place here in Mind is Matter, we don't come here to point any fingers unless we're looking in the mirror. It's the only finger that we point is the one that looks directly into the mirror. And this scares a lot of people, and it scared me too. It was a feat. It was a challenge. It was a mountain at some point in my life. And there will be other mountains as well. But being able to be rigorously responsible for my own life, my own values, my own what am I all about, that caused everything to improve, to become easier to handle. It caused everything to increase in value in my life when I knew what my values were and why they were my values. When I knew what my goals were and why. When I knew what my vision was and why. When I knew what my appearance was and why. So when I ask these questions, they're coming from a place from someone who's already had to answer them. More than one time, more than one space, more than one sitting, more than one environment. I am someone who had to answer all these questions that I bring to you. And they're not here to protest anything that you are doing. Disclaimer, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. No one cares what you do, really. Because the unfolding of your life is completely up to you, and it is between you and the one who created you. So that's between y'all. But coming into a space like this, it's the uncomfortable that we become comfortable with. Man, I couldn't stand hearing that. You got to become comfortable being uncomfortable. Shut the heck up, dude. That's exactly what I said. Shut up. I don't like the sound of that. That has a lot of resistance. I feel a lot of resistance toward that. I feel like, not going to do that. I'll never get there. I thought that. I felt that. What you resist persists. What you ignore explores. I just made that up. But what you resist persists. And the more we resist any of these challenges that approach us, the less equipped we are to deal with the next challenge. And see, life is beautiful. It is beautiful. The perspective in which we see life is what makes it beautiful. Because someone out there is hearing me say this and they're like, life is not beautiful. Life is a prison. Life is a joke. Life is a scam. No one's out for me. No one's here to help me. There's a quote that just came to mind. God helps those who help themselves. By coming to a place like this, you're helping yourself. Because when I speak, it's not just me speaking. It's myself Everyone who came before me, who knew this, everyone who will come after me, who will come to know this. The ascended masters, anyone who has made it to this planet, and that could be called a guru, or someone who has ascended to a point of enlightenment. These are not my words. It's my perspective on the circumstance. It's my perspective on the thing. But I say all that to say, it is the God presence within me that these words are coming from. So I used to really care about if people would believe what I'm saying. We have an innate internal guidance system that is a BS detector. Do we not? Nod your head with me, because you know we do. Someone feeding you some crap, if you have a feeling that it's BS, that meter is going to go off and you will shut down from receiving anything else. But the reason I feel people continue to come back time and time again, even though what I'm talking about seems to be way eclectic and out there, people come back time and time again, not because of Makaiza, but because of what they feel within themselves when they hear the words that I say, especially when I make them make sense, right? That doesn't happen all the time. There's plenty of times where I've listened back to a podcast and said, what in the heck was I trying to say? I knew the intention, but I get that dynamic of trying to figure out what the hell is this girl talking about? You know, I get that. But my point is, what are you all about? What are your values? Have you taken a second, just like literally after this or right now, if you can have this be a picture-in-picture thing on your phone, if you're watching the video, if you can just click off and go open up Safari or Chrome or Brave or Bing, whatever you prefer, Firefox, forgot about those guys, and type in list of values. Just type in list of values. I want you to type that in. It was the TV, you dork. I have 2 puppies now, by the way. I have a little boy. His name is Zeke. My girl's name, you know, is Onyx. That's my little puggle. Zeke is a Shih Tzu Poodle mix. Super cute. I love him. He's shaved right now and he's sleeping. So you'll be introduced to him another time. Or you can go to my social media channel, of course, at It's Makaiza. Did you type in list of values? I was giving people some time to do that. Because what are you seeing? Go to images. I want you to go to the images. Now you'll see a bunch of different PDFs, right? Pick the one that draws you in the most, that may have the most words on it. Because what you're going to see is there's a lot of values to be had. You are exposed to this now. There's a lot of values to be had. But let's say the list I had a list of like 70 to 80 values, and I was challenged to just compress it. I circled maybe 30 of them. And then some of them were subsets of others. So I shrunk it down to a list of 5. And then I put them into order. And what happened was, it showed me in the moment what I would like my values to be, even if I wasn't living by them fully yet. And that was so important for me because it showed me where my heart was and the gap between my actions, my thoughts, and where my heart is. And that is a powerful place to be. So I'll leave you with just that. Look up a list of values. If you haven't done it through this video, do it on your own time when you have a chance, if you're not driving or something. And do what I did. If you can print it out, print that sucker. If you can't, write down all of the ones that resonate with you. And then shrink that list down, and then shrink that list down until you're set with 5. Because these 5 more than likely encompass about 25 to 30 different values inside of them. And you'll see what I mean. Once you have that, you're going to see within yourself where the resistance lies. Like, you're going to look at one and you're going to feel something about it that's going to tell you what to do next. See, I'm not giving you random stuff to do to no avail. This is like a programming of yourself, because your internal guidance system, family, this is the thing that comes from your creator. And we have not been taught to exercise it, to strengthen it, to give it even more power. So as you go through this type of exercise, you'll see, oh, I wrote down a value of, I will literally look up, not my personal list. Just give me 2 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Courage is one of them. Yeah, list of values. I mean, this list is nuts, yo. This list is huge. I'm looking at a list right now. It has 230. So my list was probably closer to 100 because it looks very similar. I'll read off 4 or 5 to you in case you haven't already gone. I suggest you do it yourself. I invite you to. The more you exercise your own self-will, the closer, remember, God helps those who help themselves. The more you exercise your own self-will without like, oh, she's going to do it for me and I'll just pick from the list she gave me, or I'll do that another time, or whatever that may be running in the background saying, I'm not going to do it now, even though I have full reign to. I have a computer or a phone in front of me. I'm not driving. Nothing else is distracting me. Whatever is going on, this is how you eradicate that, by doing something different than what it's saying. So if you picked up what I just put down, are you picking up what I'm putting down? I guess I should ask you. I've always loved New York and Jersey accents. People used to fucking went Australian on that, man. Let me stop. Let me get back to what I was saying. I'm going to read a couple off of here, but there are 230 words. So I'm not going to be able to read them all to you. That's your job. The more that you put in your active will, that's when God reaches hands out to us. I don't think you realize. It doesn't work unless we work it. Prayer without works is dead. Or is it faith without works is dead? Shoot, I think it's prayer. Now I have to get this correct. Stay tuned. I have literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 windows up. And just on this one window, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 tabs, including the one I'm trying to pull up. So give it a second because my computer is just, she's on overboard. It's faith without works is dead. So faith without works is dead. You are not going to get anywhere with your creator, which is who created you, who wants you to draw closer to it, if you don't put in the effort. So that's why I'm encouraging you, I'm inviting you to do this exact practice. But here's a couple of values: alertness, acceptance, courage, curiosity, devotion, dignity. And if you have to look the word up, look it up. Honesty, honor, hope, prosperity, purpose, realistic, reason, recognition, intelligence, intensity, joy, justice, kindness, knowledge, lawful, surprise, support, success, toughness, tolerance, timeliness, understanding, unity, valor, victory, vigor, vision, wealth, welcoming, wonder. I mean, I could go through this once again and compare my two lists of values, because all this is doing is sharing with me where I'd like to be. And if you don't know where you'd like to be going, family, you ain't going nowhere. You're not going anywhere. If you don't know where your destination is, any map given to you, it'll either get you there or it won't. Any map. I could talk all day until I'm blue in the face. Anyone on YouTube or on a podcast or in a mentorship or in the Bible, right? For those of you who read the Bible, can tell you, but if you but they can give you the map, but if you don't know where your destination is, there is no need for a map to get there. So practice this. And as you do this, have a heightened sense. All right. Thank you. Come here. Have a heightened sense. Hi, Bubba. Of gratitude. I want you to take your gratitude. Let's go in for a second. Close your eyes with me if you can. Don't peek. I'm looking at you too. Close your eyes. Now think of something you are grateful for. Oh, here we go with the grateful stuff. Yeah, think of something you're grateful for. Your mom, your dad, your cat, your dog, the air, a tree, something someone said. Just think of something you're grateful for. Boom. You got it? I'm grateful that I can even hear this bark right now. That's mine. Now, you can feel that in your heart, right? Okay. Now, increase the gratitude. How do I do that? Don't open your eyes. Keep your eyes closed and increase the gratitude. You don't need me to tell you how to do that. Become more grateful. There should be a smile on your face, a little chuckle coming out of you. Something should change right now. Increase that gratitude. Just like embrace that way more, even more. Oh my God. I've been practicing these tools for years, and I get amazed at just how much more deep the feeling of love and gratitude goes. When you're doing these values, I want you to have that sense of gratitude that you have already instilled these values into your life. You know why? Because scientifically what you're doing is you're firing off a new neuro pathway, and what fires together wires together. So if you're firing gratitude from your heart, from your soul, and then you're writing out your values, are you putting it together, or do I have to finish the sentence? I'll finish the sentence. You partner it with the value that you're writing. Guess what? Your brain and your body are going to register that as, oh, this is something new. Let's get excited about this. Let's make this a part of our daily subconscious thought process, where I'm thinking of these values as I walk through my life. And then you start to actually become. That gap closes. And now, if you had chosen liberty as one of your values, you will become liberty and liberated. I'm not here to make promises to folks. What I'm here to say is if you practice these things, there's only one result. And that is success and accomplishment. That is not to say that you as a human being right now in this experience, as a soul, in this human being experience, it's not to say you are not already a success at all, but you will be successful in embodying the value that you are looking to attain. So what are you all about? That question is the question of the week. What am I all about? If it takes you 7 days to get to your value list and boil it down because you're like, I don't know, I might keep like 10 of these because that's what I did. I wanted to keep all 25 items I chose. I said, nah, I'll just keep it. Then the next day I came back to the piece of paper and like, okay, so I lived a little bit more life. And I can see that, maybe learning actually just fits right underneath love or whatever it might be. I just made that one up, but you get what I'm saying. So then you start crossing things off and you can write in parentheses, if the main one that you want to keep is love, you can write in parentheses all the little sub values of that you feel are associated with love. But love is one of the 5 values that you chose. I hope this helps someone. I know you understood what I said because I've been making it so important to communicate the messages that I have to share more clearly because I want it to be understood, right? Not just heard, but understood and felt. So if you felt some type of way about this and you think there's someone in your life who will gain massive value just from hearing 4 seconds of this video, just for being connected to this energy, share it with them. Because we are ripple effects in this entire world. Someone rippled onto me and I'm rippling onto you. Don't stop the flow, baby. Keep that flow going. If people don't like what you're about, guess what you do? Those of you on the podcast can't see me. I forget. I put up a middle finger. Or you can do the one that they do out in England, right? And do it with love. Like, hey, that's awesome. I love you anyway, but we are not on the same vibration. And that's okay, baby, because there's lots of other people to be vibing with in this world. And when you become more open with that gratitude, do you know what the end result of you getting what you want is? Gratitude. The end result of any experience is an emotion. And gratitude is amongst the highest, if not the highest emotion you can have. And it says, it's already done, baby. So do yourself a favor and love yourself this week. Pour more love into your soul. Be easier on yourself. Don't be so hard on choices you made in the past. Just let that stuff go. Wow, I can't even believe I'm saying this right now. Because if you know me, I'm the queen. Was the queen. I have since been dethroned, but I was the queen of hard on yourself. So I'm inviting you to not be that way. I love you, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you for being here. This has been Makaiza and Mind is Matter on another banging podcast episode. Get ready. We are ramping up. I have one quick announcement for those of you who are here, and I can't stand announcements at the end of videos. Trust me. I meant to mention this earlier, but here we are. I have a program called Reclaim Your Life, a talk that's going on this September 12th at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And in this talk, it's actually geared more toward millennials and Gen Zs who are struggling with anxiety, struggling with overwhelm, struggling with finances, struggling with keeping their head quiet, their mind quiet, struggling with emotions. What we're doing is we are walking you down a path, down a journey to take you from the struggle to the strive. Just made that up right now. It's not a part of the logo or anything, but from strive the word, no. From the struggle, right, to the certainty. From the anxiety to the certainty. From the questioning, the doubt to the certainty. That's the journey we're walking on together. It's handheld, very easy to get into. You will find a link to the Eventbrite inside of this podcast description. If you'd like to sign up, if you have anyone that you can think of who would like to attend the talk, it's only an hour and a half, 1 p.m. to 2:30 on September 12th. It's called Reclaim Your Life for Millennial Z. I'm grouping us together because we're the future, baby. Anyone from 40 to 18, you're welcome to join. And anyone above that age, you can also come in. Anyone below that age, you need parental consent. And we'll talk about that another time. But I love you. Thank you again for being here. And I cannot wait to see you guys on September 12th at 1 p.m. for Reclaim Your Life. Okay? So excited. I'll see you soon. Love you guys. Thank you for being here.